Hey kiddos, we are going to be working on some track and field events today. Specifically, we're going to be working on standing long jump and standing high jump. And both of those are where you start from a standing position, and we're going to see how far you can jump, and then we're going to see how high you can jump today. So our learning target is I can perform a standing long jump and a standing high jump. So what you need are some Post-it notes or something that you can use to mark your distance, and then something that you can measure with, whether it's a ruler or maybe you have measuring tape or something that you can mark how far you jump today. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I have laid out my measuring tape on the ground, and I taped it to the ground so that way it'll stay still when I do my jump. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stand at the blue line, and I'm going to swing my arms backwards, and then I'm going to swing my arms forward as I jump. Okay, that's going to help me get some momentum as I jump. I don't want to get a running start because it's a standing long jump. So I'm going to place my feet, I'm going to swing my arms backwards, and as I jump, I'm going to swing my arms forward. Wherever my feet land, that's the distance that I jumped. So let's give it a try. So I marked where I landed with my heel, not my toes, but where my heels land. So that first jump was 5 feet. So what I'm going to do is write down some goals for myself of how far I want to try and jump, and I want to make sure they're realistic, right? So my first one was 5 feet, so I'm going to see if I can jump a little bit further. I'm going to see if I can jump my height, which is 5'3". So I'm going to write down my goal. 5 feet 3 inches is my goal. So I'm going to see if I can do that. Let's see. So I have my feet planted. I swing my arms backwards and then forward. Let's see. All right, kiddos, I beat my goal that time. So I'm going to see if I can set a different goal for myself. Now I know how far I jumped that time. So that time I jumped 5'6" So I'm going to see if I can maybe jump 5'7". Let's see. All right, kiddos, that's how I beat my goal again. So I'm going to set another goal, and I'm going to see how far I can jump with my standing long jump. So remember, you're going to put your feet together, you're going to swing your arms backwards, and as you jump, you'll swing your arms forwards. Wherever your feet land, that's where they stay, and then you measure where your heels are. Go give it a try and have fun. All right, kiddos, so we have already done our standing long jump. Now we're going to do our standing high jump. So we're going to see how high we can jump, okay? So I went ahead and took my Post-it note and marked where my height is on the wall, because that's going to be my starting point. And I'm going to see how much higher than my height I can jump. So I'm going to take my Post-it notes, and I've labeled them to show my first attempt, my second attempt, and my third attempt, or however many times that you want to try. So I marked them so that way I know which attempt was higher or lower, okay? So I took my first Post-it note, and I'm going to stand sideways against the wall. The Post-it note's going to be in the hand that's closest to the wall. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bend my knees and get ready to jump, and as I jump up, my arms are going to extend, and I'm going to place the Post-it note as high as I can. Let's see. Not bad, okay? So that's my first attempt. So then I'm going to take my second Post-it note, which has number 2 on it for my second attempt, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to see if I can beat my score. So I'm going to bend my knees, and as I extend up, did I beat it? It looks like it. My number 2 Post-it is a little bit higher than my first one. So now I'm going to do my third attempt, and I went ahead and I marked my number 3 Post-it note, and I'm gonna turn sideways to my target for my third attempt. I'm gonna bend my knees and jump. Oh, it's a little bit higher than my second attempt, so I made it higher each time with my 3 Post-it notes. So I'm gonna take them down, and I'm gonna try again, okay? So what you need is some Post-it notes or a piece of paper or something that you can mark your height on the wall, and make sure you mark your height, how tall you are, before you get started. So go ahead and do your standing high jump. Have fun!